It's been nearly 2 years since the Emirates Mars mission reached the Red Planet, with fascinating results. In February 2021, the United Arab Emirates became the first Arab country to reach Mars and the 5th country globally to study Martian weather.
The choice was Mars because Mars was of great interest for the global science community, and we wanted to send a mission that complemented previous missions and looked deeper into the relationship between the upper and mid atmosphere layer of Mars. In addition to understanding why hydrogen and oxygen has escaped at such a fast pace to a planet that essentially resembled ours billions of years ago.
After 6 years of planning at the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center, the Emirates Mars mission has since fueled innovation in other sectors.
We have a new vertical within our Ministry of Foreign Affairs established that's focused on science and technology and space. We have a new mission that's going to the asteroid belt. We have a mission that's been announced with regards to the developing a constellation of SAR satellites known as SERB. A new fund has been announced for space. And all this is tied up and is part of that Emirates Mars mission journey that it started about 8 years ago to create that impact within the UAE. Create a very capable science and technology community and sector within the UAE that's able to tackle our national challenges, whether it's in food security, whether it's in water security, whether it's environmental.
The uncrewed mission to Mars entered the orbit of the Red Planet 7 months after the Hope probe was launched from Japan on the 20th of July 2020. The probe is currently in orbit for 1 Martian year, the equivalent to 687 days here on Earth. This is also the first time the international science community has full view of the Martian atmosphere at different times of the day, throughout different seasons. All the data from the mission is being used across a whole host of universities and research centres from around the world. The mission is also set to be a source of great inspiration for young Arabs and will also have a long-lasting impact on the economy. Some of the significant outcomes to date include new insights into the discrete aurora phenomenon in Mars's night-side atmosphere, the location and evolution of dust storms with unexpected turbulent behaviour, and a never-seen-before phenomenon of a huge worm-like aurora that extends halfway around the Red Planet.
I think the UAEs have done really a remarkable job here, and it also shows that the collaboration on the scientific field is extremely important. I mean, the scientists have a very good link to each other with the European mission, the Trace Gas Orbiter, which is since 2016 in Mars orbit. And Trace Gas Orbiter is looking for various trace gases in the atmosphere, specifically for methane. And methane could be a marker for life. So far, we don't have really any clear evidence, but once again, it's a question of coordinating these efforts and defining the proper objectives for missions like the mission of Hope and future missions.
Along with a number of probes in orbit around Mars over in Europe, there is also a key focus on sustainability.
Sustainable use of space is something that is getting really critical these days. So we live in an age where the orbital environment of Earth is really changing a lot, mainly due to the proliferation of space debris and mega constellations. So we have today about 8,000 objects in orbit around Earth, and then we have business people that are planning to launch mega constellations that have tens of thousands of satellites, small ones, mind you. And this changes the picture entirely. And we need to consider that orbits around Earth are a finite resource. And so at some point, we need regulation, and we need to make sure that we don't render space unusable for our children.
There have been 14 scientific papers published from the mission with unique findings, and these latest images have revolutionary implications for science. With the aim of helping build the first full picture of the climate and atmosphere on Mars, the ultimate goal of the Emirates Mars mission is, however, to build a creative and competitive knowledge-based economy.